Hey there everybody and welcome back. So, Great Labs decided to shut down middle of my Generation 4 race. I'm gonna have to do this all over again in a replay mode, but we had a pretty good race here, so that's why it's worth it for me to redo this. But anyway, we got the pool to start this one. We got that perfect lap, got the pool, and it's 100 laps at New Iowa. With the new corners that has been freshly repaved, and then right away this guy had a pretty good start from behind me in P3, and he just, somehow was able to get a bit jump on me. I wouldn't say jump, he just found the pace right away, and so he's going to pull away a little bit, but we are all kind of pressing hard in the top 4 here. So like I said, the corners are new here as of 2024. It's fresh and full of grip. There's a lot of grip, so you can't really go high anymore. It's not really multi-groove track anymore. I mean, you can still go try in the new corners, but yeah, the tops are useless. But anyway, we got 100 laps, but the top 4 here are kind of pressing pretty hard. A couple people, took a slower approach to the race, and you'll see them later on. But for now, we were to try and keep up with number 6, and number 1 was pressing hard on me. He's kind of like treating it like crow flying over and over. So some people should not care a lot about tires, but some people should have the pace comparing to us. Number 1 currently had the pace, so we'll see how this is gonna go. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. We got the corners; they're like freshly repave it, and then you get onto the old track surface that's really bumpy. So once you get off the corner, off the new corner onto the old, new corners onto the older poor tracks of the straight, they get kind of weird. It makes the car kind of snap around a little bit because you're losing the grip. Once you get off the new surface, you lose all the grip and it gets bumpy, so it's a little bit sketchy on the exits because of it. But anyway, yeah, you're just trying to lead the track on the new surface so you get all the grip possible. But yeah, the top 4 is just pressing the pace. Number 3 and number 2 are gonna be really slow for now. But yeah, by this time in the race, we were thinking about when we were going to be pitting, because are we going to stay out or are we going to go, stop halfway and take 4 tires? And that's important because you're like pitting for 4 tires, and then at lap 50, and then, all of a sudden there's a caution lap 60 or 65 or wherever, you're gonna, possibly get caught by the leader who has not gone onto the pit road yet and take new tires yet. And there's no wave around with this set of rules, so there's no wave around. So that's to make it tricky on when to come in for tires or how long you're gonna stay out. And that's like the main thing everybody was thinking in this one. is when you're gonna come in for new tires. Yeah, we got the pace. We were, during Milkhead, we got the pace. But we're still kind of like figuring out if we're going too fast or if we're going too slow. So we're just figuring out here. Adjusting my microphone a little bit. I don't want to be like too loud and get some wicked feedback for y'all. So hopefully this sounds better for y'all. But yeah, we're just holding off the number 9 for now. But number 3 and number 2 have been saving their tires this whole time, and they're coming up to us. Slowly but surely coming up to us. Number 2 and number 3 are already back to 1 second behind me, so. And then you got number 1, number 6 kind of battling each other for the lead. We're slowly pulling away from number 9, but number 2 and 3 are kind of coming to us, so. Got the wall up there, but it wasn't too bad, so. Feeling the heat a little bit and suppressing a little bit more. Trying to stay ahead of number 2 and 3 here. Which is trying to stay ahead. And then got number 2 kind of pressed me already. I'm not trying to battle him too hard though. So, but I kind of figure we kind of roasted our tires comparing to number 2 and 3. Like, we're just trying to figure out what's the best pace. How fast are we going to go early on? Are we going to go too fast? And here, I feel like maybe we went a little bit too fast. But we're going to press on. Number 9 is just gone. But now we got 2 and 3 kind of on my ass here. Now what we're at so far. It was for the most part a good feel for the most part. But I feel like these cars At least comparing to the older Gen 4 model of our current car. This car is a lot more stable to drive, and it doesn't want to like kill you every corner. So it feels good to drive as we get overtaken by number 3 here. So not a lot we can do about that. There, it should catch him on their tires. And that number 2 was quick. I really thought he was gonna wheel in the number 1 and number 6. I really thought he was gonna catch up pretty quick. Number 7 behind me now was another guy who was really saving his tires, and he's really catching us fast. So, and then number 3 screwed up a little bit, and then we're trying to take advantage of it, but we could not. Number 7 is really coming in now, so yeah, now what's happening now? Everybody's kind of even now. Becoming more even now. And number 2 is still slowly catching up to number 1 and 6. We are putting a lot of wheel into this, which is probably scrubbing the tires and probably making us wear out fast here. But we're not like wearing out super fast. We are still doing okay, all things considering. But number 7 is coming up to us. You can tell some of us are all over the place now. And number 7's coming right to us, and we're about to battle. We're still like thinking about pitting that lap 50, but I'm just kind of seeing what other people are gonna do here by this point in the race. We're gonna see how other people are gonna, if they're gonna come in for tires or if they're gonna stay out as long as they can. And we're kind of closing up to number 3 again here, but not by much. And number 2 had caught up to number 6, and amazingly enough, number 1 suppressing his pace and not really falling off. So he must have been fast and not scrubbing his tires too much. And we're kind of figuring out if we're gonna enter the corners a little bit higher, we can be a little bit more stable and be a little bit quicker on the exit. So we're kind of figuring out that higher, entering the corners a little bit higher is gonna help us a little bit. Kind of like cornering him a little bit later and hitting the bottom a little bit later. It's gonna help us a little bit more. And that's what we're figuring out from the faster people in this one. And that's gonna be useful for later on. for now, we're still kind of like holding off the 7 and catching up the 3, trying to catch the 3. And number 6 is just falling apart. He had a really quick start, but now his tires are just falling apart. Which is kind of over the place on the straights, dealing with the bumps and also this. But yeah, at this point, the top 6 is clearly separated from the rest of the field. So, really seeing the talent gap here. Some people may be waiting for the caution, but yeah. The laps are slowly clicking off. Slowly clicking off the laps. Clearly, we're catching the set here. That you're right, thinking about this version breaking up into 2 halves. We have a pretty good chance at being the set in this one. It's all about how we're gonna react to the tires and how we're gonna dry off on fresh tires. But yet, B and number 3 are about equal at this point. Number 2 is slowly catching up to number 1, who just got the pace in this one. And number 9 had fresh tires. While 3 and 6 are battling each other, and I feel like number 6 is trying to hang on to it a little bit too much. But what can I say? And number 6 kind of went down a little bit too far to the bottom. And then now we're trying to get by the number 6, and he's gonna fight us for it. Number 7 is still right on my back, and number 9 has spun, but it did not bring out the caution. It did not bring out the caution yet. And then we're trying to get by the number 6 here, who is making us work for it. He's making us work for it. And then number 7 also get around him as well. And then we're still kind of trying to keep up with the 3, but now 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So the numbers kind of work out here. And then we are set, trying to keep up with the 3. And then people are starting to respond to the pit stops. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Or people who's going to stay out as long as they can. Who's going to come in and risk game caught. Risk game caught 1 lap down if we get a caution during the cycle. Because again, in this series, there's no wave around. We can get your lap back by the lucky draw. So it's risky. It's very risky, you know. It's very risky coming in early or staying out too late. So you have to figure out when you want to come in and take those sweet, sweet fresh tires. And number 9's gonna go by us again on his fresh tires. You see the difference making here, so. Number 7 is shit. We got fresher tires than we do, so it's not surprising. It's not surprising. It's gonna get by us. And we're seriously thinking about coming in for new tires at this point. But it's just so risky, you know, getting caught. You know, getting caught 1 lap down, so. And number 3 had gone in for tires by this point. So we're trying to stay out a little bit longer, stretch out the tires, just in case the caution come out. But at some point, we're gonna have to take advantage of the fresh tires and get that really nice undercut. But yeah, number 7 is clearly beating us pretty good here. Another debate was, are we going to take 2 or 4 tires? And then I decided, if I'm going to come in this early, I'm going to get 4 tires. And then so we're going to come in for tires. 4 tires. And then the pit speed was 40 miles per hour, and we made it. So it was a pretty good entry. I was pretty happy about the entry. But now we're kind of putting our neck out in case, you know, there's a caution over the next few minutes. I was really worried about the caution. But now we're 1 lap down. But now the leaders are going to have to come in soon, or they're, you know, they're going to lose a lot of time because of people on fresh tires. Number 3 had a really good stop, but he also must have taken 2 tires. And then number 16 was the first guy. Number 16 was the first guy that we had to catch. But yeah, fresh tires really powerful here. We got number 3 who is now 6 seconds ahead of me. So I was wondering, did I make a mistake taking 4 tires or instead of 2? Time will tell. Number 6 took 4 tires, but for whatever reason we were catching number 6 pretty quick. And yeah, we were just sliding through the people that are still on old tires. We were just blowing by people. Number 7 ended up coming in, and now number 16 is the leader. Number 16 is the leader. Still staying now. But we were catching number 6 pretty quickly here. And we're about to unlap ourselves here, which is important if we get a caution to come out. We don't have to worry about not missing out on the wave around. And we passed it. We passed the 16. So now we're not at risk of getting caught one lap down if we get the caution. So now it's very important for us. And then we get the caution here because number 3 has spun. Number 3 spun, and that bore out the caution. And now everybody but the top set is caught one lap down. Everybody behind me is caught one lap down. And number 16's the lucky guy. Number 16's the lucky guy. And we are also so lucky to not be dealing with the, being caught one lap down, because in this series, there's no wave around. So either the only way you're gonna get your lap back is that you get a lucky draw. So that was good for us. That was good for us. And we're staying out with our tires were not that old, so we stayed it out. And we're P4 now. And we got P6 with the lucky draw coming all the way around. But yeah, it's gonna be for a funky restart that is coming up. So I'm about to do something a little bit stupid under this caution. So a disclaimer, I accidentally took out the 11 here. I was trying to fix something on my computer. And then my cat just jumped up and took me by surprise. And I couldn't say anything and then hit the 11. So I'm very, very sorry. I apologize to 11 multiple times. And thankfully we got good understanding. I wasn't mad at him here, by the way. I was trying to catch up. But I told 11, I'm very sorry. The cat jumped up. Took me by surprise. And thankfully it did not do too much of a damage. It was not that serious. So, but yeah, very, very sorry about that. And then also, with the rules in the series, it's gonna make for this upcoming restart very, very weird. It was a very weird restart. It does not make sense to me, but that's what we have on iRacing, I guess. But yeah, this upcoming restart did not make a lot of sense to me. So we gotta restore here, and it's all weird with everybody sick all over the place because of how the rules work for the series. So we literally had the Lear and Pichu and middle of lappers, like middle of a pack of lappers, and we're just trying to battle the lappers. We were trying to unlap themselves, while we were trying to catch the Lears. It was a bit mess. It was a bit mess. This is like a bit mess. And then we're just starting to get held up. Getting held up by some people. We're just trying to figure out how to get around the people here. Like I need to get around P12 and 13 quickly so I can keep up with the top two. I tried to go on the top and I should miss the grip. And then we got the grip. So we got a little bit of a run on the top. And then of course number 12 is gonna go to the top. It's kinda take away. So we got a bit run down the back. And then we got the fit chain. So I tried to go between number 15 and I guess number 13, and number 13 kind of came up for me, and we get a half spin, but it was enough to bring out the caution. It was a little bit frustrating dealing with the lappers, but what can you do? And only one guy was able to escape the Lears and unlap himself. And that also means one other person's gonna get the lucky draw as well. So yeah, there you have it. That was something. And then I decided we're gonna deal with the cautions. Well, I thought about pitting for tires here. I thought about it and then decided to stay out. And hold on to my tires for now. It was very tempting to take new tires, but decided to stay out a little bit longer and keep the old tires. Yes, now we are watching ad here. We were just pacing, and then this restart here is gonna be a little bit more noble with the lappers to the inside and the Lears to the outside. I don't understand why the last restart was not like this, but here we are. So hopefully this will be better for us as far as trying to stay out of trouble and missing the chaos. About to get under the way again. Lap 74, so... But now we have to deal with number 16, who is... may not be the fastest, and I went to the top, and then there's a wreck right away with number 2 and number 9. So that's gonna bring us under the caution once again. And we're just clicking down the laps. And now the decision was, do I come in this time for new tires? Or do I stay out? Do I stay out? So we decided we're gonna come in, if we're gonna get this bit of caution toward the end, might as well come in and take the tires now and not worry about the track position later on. But yeah, we got P8 with the lucky door coming all the way around, and then P7 had damage, so he's coming in too, and then also P6, and we're gonna take 4 new tires here. And we're kind of hoping things go long for the green flag. Kind of need the green flag to stay long this upcoming run. And hopefully we can take advantage of the new tires. So yeah, we're P7 now, but we're on fresh tires, so that's helpful. So yeah, Rich game about to get under the way again with this upcoming restart. Now we got another guy in front of me, but at least we're in fresh tires, so that's gonna help us. Number 3 is also on fresh tires as well. And I don't believe anyone from P1 to P4 had their second set of tires on, so that's gonna make it interesting. And we're back on the way here, and then there's another wreck but it did not trigger the caution, thankfully. So we're able to keep going and take advantage of the tires that we have now. Also, that hip up with the restart is going to help us clear all the lappers, all the back markers, and we can focus on the rears. But now we have to deal with number 9, hugging the inside. So we're trying to use the outside to create a run. And then we are trying to overtake the 3 here, who is really giving us the run for the money here. Really battling us. Number 3 is going to be able to escape a little bit here. And then we're catching the sit chain. We're both catching the sit chain. So it's the matter of trying to clear him. But yeah, the new tires were not working as well as I was hoping for now. But then number 16 went up onto the old surface and lost a lot of grip. So number 3 is gonna get by the 16. And now it's our turn to try get by the sit chain, who's a really good run here. But he also got lucky with the caution coming out when he was still out. And we're trying to use the outside, the second line we have, to generate a run of a sit chain and get by him. Still stuck. Piece it. But the good news is we were catching the top 3 at the same time with new tires. It's pretty obvious. And then the sit chain went too high again, got into the old service and lost the grip. And then I just went for it here. And we were able to hang on to it. And then we're side by side with the sit chain. But we should be able to clear him here. And we get by him finally. Kinda. Still side by side. For a little bit longer. We're trying to get him off. So I can use the higher lines. I need to use the higher entries. We clear the sit chain, and now we get to angle the corners a little bit better. So we're angling the corners better now. And then number 6 and 7 are just slowing each other down. And number 3 is attacking them with the new tires. Number 3 does the crossover and force the 7 outside. And number 3 almost got into the sit. And we're gonna catch up to all of them. And then number 7 was still kind of saving the tires a little bit. And then number 6 almost wrecked in front of us. But thankfully, we were able to clear the 7. And now we should have to clear the 6. Now number 6 was not easy to clear. And then he got into my line. And I tried to cross over, but it was not a good angle for me. Not a good angle. And then he's making it difficult for me to pass. And it's cost me time to number 3. It cost me time. So I'm just trying to pass him on the outside. I'm just trying to get by him on the outside, and we do get him on the outside. but trying to hang on to this. And then something happened to number 6, and now we're shit cruising away from others now. Number 7 is actually gonna keep up with us for a little bit longer, but now we're in top 3. And we got a little bit on the 3 as well. Oof, we hit the wall there. Lost a little bit of time. But yeah, we're trying to get the 3 here, also known as 11. Try and get Tyler here. Trying to wheel him in, but we're kind of running out of time. And number 7's pressing me again. He must have been saving his tires the last 10 laps or so, and now he's attacking me. And he's also kind of making it difficult for me to run my line. I think I'm worried if I open up, he's gonna try to take advantage of my open door. Got a really good corner comparing to 11. But yeah, that number 1 shit gone. Somehow he's able to take off and run away even older tires. It's impressive. It was impressive. We got a better lap than number 3 here. But we're running out of time. And number 7's really battling us, looking to the inside, making it difficult for us to corner. And then we're wheeling in the 3. But are we gonna run out laps? Are we gonna run out the laps? Are we gonna give up the spot to number 7? Getting stressful here. Because number 7 clearly got better tires than I do by this point. And I should got a little bit more pace comparing to the 3. But I'm just running out of time because we had to pass the 3 too. Not only we had to catch the 3, but we had to pass them too. So it was making it interesting. Not the best corner here. It was a little bit high, but... And we got the white flag here. Trying to get this guy, but we're just running out of time. Big corner here for us, but we're out of time. And we're gonna take P3 in this race. Which is not bad. Not bad at all. It was fun. We had a pretty good run, a lot to be happy about. We fought hard for this one. So I was pleased, I was pretty pleased. And then we're gonna turn this off and we're gonna, go over the race. Look at everything that happened in the race. So this guy hit the wall. And then later on, we got number 8, number 5 getting to each other here. That was lap 32. Number 8 really gained up high. Not sure where they're showing up here. Number 8 must be like the tire percentage thing. Because sometimes it will show the course if the tire percentage hit like 50%. This guy's running away with it. Number 16, the guy who was able to stay out and get lucky with the caution. I mean, number 14 is gonna go high, hit the wall. Number 5 is, yeah, number 11 and 5 both missed the corner, which is like awful. And then this number 11 is gonna go for the spin. I'm not sure if that strategy was the right one or not. With the 2 tires. And then here I am. And then I did the stupid thing by getting into the 11. So that was my bad. That was my bad. And then we got the wreck. Number 9, number 2. So number 2 and 9 get into each other business here. And that's gonna be enough for, you know, these guys to wreck and bring out the caution again. And then we got this restart. Number 9 is causing more trouble. And then this number 18 is gonna wiggle. He was also number 6 during the race. But yeah, he got a wiggle. He was racing pretty dangerous. And this number 2 kinda got into the wall, and that was it. It did not show me in the 13, so I'm gonna have to look for that. Come on, sorry. So here I am. Let's try and get by the 13 here. I guess I should win down with 13. So I went down with 13, so that's on me. It's kind of bummer, but what can you do? So how it's gonna go sometimes. Alright, well, that was the race. That happened to be a good run. Definitely, you know, a lot to be happy about. We try our best in this one, but got P3 finish out of this. So that was good. That was decent. Alright, well, I hope you're enjoying that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. And yeah, this race was gonna make it for my all-time high iRacing at 36.15. So that was good for us. Alright, well, thank you very much.